pretty nice goals that you had in January, you can throw them out the window. They're gone. See you later.
She's trying to tan right now, you in her way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Of the sun.
Of the sun, yeah.
I'm right. No, those tan essentials. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's your girl KT, and I am back with my August reset routine. So, there's a lot of things that are changing, and I feel like every episode or every video I come out with is always talking about something's changing, and it really is. And it's things for the good, things for the better, and these are actually changing a lot of my goals because of these changes, because I can honestly say that my Q3 goals, some of those have went out the window. And it's not for anything bad, but specifically because there are so many changes. I'm trying to get used to most of these changes. So sometimes goal planning isn't sticking to your goals all 100% of the time. Some of these are, they're fluid. Let's go with that. They're fluid. Goals are very much fluid. When you're going through various seasons of your life, you do not have to stick with the annual goals that you made in January. And I have very much figured that out this year, because I am such a planner. I'm always trying to hit my goals, and it was like, yeah, God was like, yeah, we just gonna shake everything up. So all those pretty nice goals that you had in January, you can throw them out the window. They're gone. See you later. But nevertheless, I am going to be telling you guys what to look out for, some of my wins, some of my losses, and then I'm going to get into sort of a life update within the goals. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I am sorry, but if you're new to this channel, hi, my name is KT, and I am now your favorite publicist that comes live to you to this channel to talk about goals, life in general, lifestyle, business, inspirational, all that kind of stuff. We're just gonna roll with it. But thank you guys for staying tuned. Hopefully you stay around and become one of our work or business besties. That is the community that is here on this channel. And let me tell you, we might be small in numbers, but we are mighty. That's just the way it is. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight on into the video. So, July. The end of June and July pretty much kind of shifted a lot of gears. As you guys know, June I closed my business, and I was still dealing with a lot of fallout of emotions from the end of June beginning into July. There are so much stuff going on in my life, for the better. I can't all say it's been bad. If you guys listen to my podcast episode about the identity crisis, it's not all like that. There have been some great opportunities, some great wins, some great things that are working out for the betterment of myself. And I can now talk about some of these things, because I know I kept saying, I didn't want to talk prematurely until everything was signed, sealed, and delivered, because then you can't say it was premature. It's on the dotted line. But nevertheless, let's talk about my wins for July and my losses for July. So my number one win is actually signing my contract to become a certified instructor at the university level. So if you guys did not check out my post on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, you should go ahead and truly do that. I announced in July and signed my contract stating that I will be teaching at the university that I attended, y'all. First of all, I never would have thought this would have happened, but literally to say, even though I have not graduated from my PhD program yet, that's a whole nother story. I'll get into an update about that. But to sign a contract to be a certified instructor at the university that I graduated from and in the same program that I attended is nothing but God. I could have not tied that neatly into a great big bow without his job. So kudos to me. I actually start August 21st. So that is a big jump. And yes, I'm only teaching part-time, so I will still have a 9 to 5 at the current job I'm at now. So I didn't quit my job, so I still be doing that and teaching part-time now that I don't have my business. And I feel like that probably was the reason why a lot of these things weren't happening quickly, because of this. But when you let go and let God in, you'll be amazed of what happens. So that is the first win of July. The second win is I actually pitched myself, Lord y'all, I'm sorry, pitched myself to write for a magazine. So if you guys don't know, writing was really what drew me to PR. No one told me you could really make out a career in writing other than writing books. So that's kind of why I chose the route of going to PR, because I got to write, I got to be creative, I got to create stuff. So that's where PR came from, and storytelling. But while I closed my business, I really started talking to I know you guys know I went through a professional development course, Red Talks, where I gave my speech about confidence. If you missed that, I'll link the video of the day in the life vlog that I did up in the cards above. But I met a person, her name is Javacia. Javacia, if you're watching this, hi, hello. She is a lovely freelance writer who is the owner of C. Jane Wright. I actually met her at a PRCA meeting and connected with her. I've been on her podcast. I'll definitely have her on the Hustle Her Way podcast, because when I tell you the girl be hustling, the woman be hustling. But I actually joined one of her groups called C. Jane Wright, and we did a webinar, and she convicted me so much about getting back into writing. So the night of the webinar, I actually got featured in that same magazine, and I actually pitched myself to do an advice column. So your girl is getting back to writing. So closing my business probably was the greatest idea, because now I can get back into these hobbies that I enjoy, like writing and, you know, being able to teach and learning so much about myself. So I cannot say that I don't miss having a business, but there have been a lot of wins that came alongside of me doing so. Another win is actually, it's a volunteer thing. So I don't know if you guys remember that I actually won an award from an organization called the American Advertisement Federation, which is AAF. They have a chapter here in Birmingham, and I was actually propositioned to join their board to help out with communications. So I will be doing that on top of the other nonprofits that I'm a part of. Yes, we're still going to be busy, but life, we're bettering ourselves. We're doing that. And like I said, being able to find my hobbies again. I would never be able to just write as much as I do if I did not have my business, or being able to pitch myself out. And now thinking about getting back into blogging. Like, don't get me wrong, I love YouTube, I love vlogging, but I want to blog, I want to write, I want to do a lot of things with writing. So fingers crossed, we'll get that together as well. Reflection of myself, because when I tell you July, we reflect on a lot of things that went wrong in my life and what went right too, because it's a duality type thing. I was not going to focus on just the negative things that happened, like closing my business and everything that had went wrong during that time period, but I also wanted to say what I was doing good and what was really giving me life. So that, and pivoting my life, actually, I know people will probably be like, is that really a win? That was really a win, because now I see a lot of things that I was doing that wasn't really what I was supposed to be doing. That reflection time had me in a chokehold. So now that being able to pivot my life to not what I just feel, but also what's being led to that transition period, and all that good stuff. So those are specifically my wins for July. So we can't have wins without some losses. So my losses for July, the loss of my business. Let me tell y'all, I know I announced that in June, but when I tell you in July, y'all know I literally just started picking up the camera, because I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I had stuff planned, but it just didn't feel great. So the loss of my business really had a turmoil in my life, because I felt like I lost a part of myself. That's what I associated with for so long. That's what I was putting my all into. That was what I was known for outside of my 9 to 5. So a lot of that played a part of me losing in July, because I spent a lot of time reflecting on that. I can honestly say I lost some friends in July, and it's nothing wrong with that. I realized there were a lot of people in my life that was just for the business, just for the aesthetics, just for a lot of stuff. And when I closed my business, that was very much shown to me, and I dealt with it accordingly. So we are out here on a peninsula with just a few people, and there's nothing wrong with that. I am one that has the philosophy of I like quality over quantity, excuse me. I don't have to have 500 friends. I can have a good 3-4 and be okay with it. If you don't want to be my friend because I ain't no business owner no more, or you feel like you only friends with me because I work where I work, you gotta go, because I need my friends to be covered. We trying to all reach our goals, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really too much concerned about titles. I need to know if I need prayer, that you're gonna pray for me and not pray on me. That's a word. That's a word for somebody. And I would say July I lost myself. I know y'all finna say something crazy like, KT, you're here. But what I mean by that is, specifically, I told you guys I went through an identity crisis. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. I didn't know what was going on. So, nevertheless, we made it through the storm, and we're here. We're not all the way here, because I'm still trying to figure out this thing called life as a 30-year-old and not a business owner. Still trying to figure it out, but we're here and we're gonna push through it. So those are my wins and my losses for July. Let's get into some of the goals that I made for August. So when I tell y'all my goal stuff has been, we knocked it back a peg. So I am going to actually insert a screenshot of what my new Q3 goals look like. And notice most of these are not, they're tangible, but most of these deal with mindset, they deal with health and wellness, all that kind of stuff, because as time went along, I realized a lot of things that I was doing was not in a healthy mindset or in a way for me to be a healthy individual. So I got to take reign back, and these are the new goals. But for August specifically, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 goals, and we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. So the first goal is increase my writing hobby. So what does that look like? Task reasons, this looks like writing 30 minutes a day, at least 30 minutes a day. Whether that's, now this is outside of my PhD program, but that's journaling, that's writing creatively, that's scripting, that's writing for the magazine that I'm going to be a part of, all that kind of stuff. I need to increase my writing, so I am going to write at least 30 minutes a day. So I am going to do an August plan with me video. It should go up after this video, sometime after this video. So I'm going to show you kind of the habit tracker that I'll have that's going to keep up with, am I doing this daily. I gotta get better about YouTube. We was on a roll. We was uploading 3 times a week, and that exhausted me. 3 times a week. I mean, I had pre-content for the podcast, but all that exhausted me. So now we're going back to twice a week. One is going to be a podcast video, and another one is going to be either a sit down video, it's going to be a haul, it's going to be a day in the life, it's going to be an advice, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. I'm still going to have business content because I have a lot to offer about PR and marketing for business owners. Even though I don't do it anymore, I still have that knowledge, and I feel like you guys should still benefit from me having this knowledge. So I will still be doing business content, PR content, marketing content, all that kind of stuff. But this will be more of lifestyle now. Life, shoes, day in the life, inspirational content, all that kind of stuff. So that's that. Post on all social media platforms. So I went from 3 sets of social media profiles to 2. So that is this, KT the Publicist, and Hustle Her Way the Pod has their own Instagram channel. I will be posting on both. What that looks like right now, not sure. Am I going to incorporate more stuff? Yes, I will be, because I like creating content. Because this shift, a lot of content ideas have came about, so you guys will see that on those social media platforms. The healthy mindset. Your girl got to start waking up at 6 a.m. Over the last, I can honestly say, since COVID happened and we were working from home and I didn't have to wake up, I trained my body not to, and now that I don't have to be to work until 9 a.m., I would literally stay in the bed to 7:30 and rush to get things done. Your girl got to start waking up at 6 a.m. because I have to have some kind of something in the morning to get me through the day. So waking up at 6 a.m. What that looks like, I don't know. We're going to try to do a morning routine and evening routine video, or talk about what I want my morning to look like video. We'll see. I know you guys heard me talk about getting my APR, which is accreditation in public relations, and I was on the back seat because I was like, am I already in school? Do I want to go through this whole process? And now I figured, might as well. I'm still going to be in school for the next 2-3 years. And the way my classes are getting set up now, I'm taking one class a semester, one mini semester. So for 8 weeks, I'm taking one class as opposed to taking 2 classes, and I was stressing myself out. Yeah, so won't be doing that anymore. But I am going to take a APR class and actually get my study materials to figure out what that looks like. The fact that I've been in the PR space for about 7 years now, I feel like it's time, especially for positions that I'm looking for now. It looks more attractive to have my APR, and I'm not a title seeking type of person, but most people are, so I figured I need to have at least that while I'm working on my PhD so people can elevate, because the way the job market is right now, there are so many qualified people out here looking for a job because of layoffs and, you know, downsizing companies, that if I want to be more attractive in this workspace, I gotta do so. So nevertheless, we're gonna be working on our APR. So I actually signed up and paid money to take a class that will be, I think, for a week in August. So taking that class, and then I started researching what study materials. I know somebody who just took the APR class, so I'm going to ask her if she's willing to sell me her material or gift it to me, because we ain't got no paycheck from teaching yet, and the loss of income from the business, we're trying to get our life together. But nevertheless, I'm going to see about that. And the last goal is exercise once a week. I know the main goal said exercise 2 to 3 times a week. I have to build myself back up to that. So if I can do it once a week, we can do it twice a week. We can do it 3 times a week. Get it, got it, good. So those are my goals for August. I think I'm going to start doing affirmations as well for August. So my affirmation specifically is I need to think on that. I think I will start doing affirmations of the month. That's what's up. The fact that I just thought about that. Told y'all, when you go through stuff, you gotta listen. But affirmations would be great, so I will start incorporating that into it, and I will be posting that on my social media, so stay tuned for that. But nevertheless, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your new work or business bestie who will benefit from hearing about lifestyle, inspirational business content, and all of the above. And I am KT. I'm signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.